What is up, Remy Nation? Today we're going to talk about how to use the practice event pop-up cups to rate yourself and how to improve. As you guys can see here, I got 34 points out of 20. I played 19 games and I still had 1 hour left, but I had to leave, so I wasn't able to finish the tournament completely. All right, so there's a few things that you need to do first. You need to be honest with yourself. I rate myself a 2 out of 5, with 5 being professional players, 4 being Twitch TV streamers or other people that don't stream, but usually, like those really good players that are trying to make it to the number 5 to be like, pro players. Then you got number 3, which are like your average, players. And then you got 2s, and then you got 1s. I rate myself a 2. So whenever you do the pop-up cups, your first game is always going to be the easiest. This is my first game, so I'm facing a mixture of people in the first game because nobody has any points. So in your first game, it's going to be more like a pub game. You're going to have, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. But you probably won't have a lot of 5s and 4s. It's just going to be a mixture. So your first game, you can, if you consider yourself a 2 like I do, you can kind of be a little bit more aggressive your first game, which is what I was doing. And then after that, you kind of have to be careful, because the people that you're going to be facing are also going to be your skill level. So every person that you face, if you are, say, a 3 and your opponent is also a 3, then you're taking a very high chance of, him killing you and you not getting any points. This is why the professional players usually don't, rush everybody and are super aggressive. They do fight, but they try not to. They try to just make it to the end. Okay, so how can you use this to help yourself and make sure that you improve? Well, once you figure out what rating you are, use the pop-up cups as a way to test if that's your rating. If you consider yourself a 3, you should be able to play aggressive up until say 20 points, and you should be able to kill them. If you cannot kill people aggressively, so if you consider yourself a 3 and you have say 20 points and you're rushing and you're getting killed all the time, that means that you're probably not a 3 and you should probably scale down. Okay, so that's how you can use the pop-up cup tournament to determine how good you are, because you'll be going against other players with similar points. I think from 0 to 10 points, if you're rushing and getting kills, you're either a 1 or a 2. And then from 10 to 15, it's a 2 or a 3, and from 15 to 20, 3 to 4. It's kind of hard to get an actual point system right now. I'm just going by the type of players that I've faced during these tournaments. I can do decently well up until the 10 points, and then after that, the players are basically better than me. This is why I rate myself a 2 out of 10. And then whenever I had 20 points, I was facing these guys that were just me killing them was just luck, basically. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I'm a 2 out of 5. These players are better than me, because I just got to play it smarter. I just got to play it safer. And, I'm using the pop-up cups to test endgame, to get better at endgame, not really to get better at slaying. You could do that in public matches if you want to get better. You don't need these tournament pop-up cups to practice that. Okay, so you just go to a public game and you just rush everybody and, be aggressive and see how many kills you can get. So that's how you get better. But these pop-up cups are just basically to practice the end game. If you're not practicing the end game like I'm doing here, then you're really wasting your time, because if you want to slay out, you can always do that in a regular public match. And this is the only thing that we have right now, when it comes to practicing end games, unless you do scrims, but then those have their issues also. So how did you guys do? How many points did you guys get? What do you rate yourself? And be honest, I know a lot of you guys in the YouTube comments are gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm a 5 out of 5. Yeah, okay, buddy. Who are you, ninja? I basically got all my points by camping. I'm not gonna lie, chat. The people who saw the stream live, I was camping. I was just trying to practice this right here. In-game scenarios. Look at me hiding in a bush instead of actually building anything. I'm just hiding and, going for the kills. and boom. Even though I didn't get any points for kills, I don't care. I got the freaking victory, and that's all that matters because I was going against, you know, like high level players. Now I know what some of you guys are gonna say. Well, if you want to improve, shouldn't you be fighting these players that are better than you instead of hiding? Yes and no. The reason why I say no is because I rate myself a 2 out of 5, right? These guys that I'm fighting, they're 4s and 5s. I can still practice and get better in public matches, if that makes any sense. So like me rushing these guys and getting killed, because that's what's gonna happen, it's not really gonna help me out when I can get that practice in public matches. Yes, I can still get wrecked in public matches because in public matches you have a lot of people who are 3s. Remember, I am a 2, okay? So now if you are a 4 or a 5, right? If you're up there, then obviously you're not going to be hiding like I'm hiding in a bush, because why would you hide? You should be slaying out and being able to challenge these guys, because as a 4 and a 5, you're going to public matches and you're not really getting practice, okay? So like, let's say Ninja, Tifu, you know, Nick 830, etc. Whoever you consider a 4 or 5, right? When they go to a public match, do you really think they get like a big challenge? No, it's rare that they'll face another guy that's a 4 or 5. You know, this is why these people these guys are able to drop, you know, like 20 bombs, etc. Because they're way better than the people in regular public matches. But for me, a public match is still good practice. I still learn a lot from public matches, and I'm not there to the point where I can just be like, public matches, whatever, and they're boring for me. And hell no, I still struggle in public matches, and it's gonna be a while before I move up from 2 to 3. I still gotta learn how to edit and how to freaking like build 90s, and there's a lot of things that I need to do still to learn. Right now, I'm concentrating on the basics. I'm sniping a lot more, something that I never did on PlayStation. And yes, these snipes are not like the best snipes in the world, but for me, where I was on PlayStation, where I was never sniping, this is an improvement. Okay, so what I'm going to do, at least the plan that I have, is I'm just going to keep going aggressive in public matches. Because I don't play for wins, you know, just going for kills, practicing sniping. Sometimes there'll be a rocket launcher and I'll drop it and take the sniper just because I want to practice. But when it comes to like the pop-up cups, I'm going to camp. I'm going to go to Lonely Lodge. I'm going to make it to the end game and practice that. Once I feel like I move up to say like a 3, I'm gonna start doing scrims. When I feel like I can go into like a public match and I feel like I can like basically kill the whole lobby and not worry too much, I'm gonna start doing scrims, you know, where I'm just gonna be practicing endgame, and I'm gonna start doing some more playground to like practice building, because I suck at building, like especially with the keyboard. It is so hard, man. Like I think if anybody has made the change recently from like controller to like mouse and keyboard, let me know what like the hardest thing for you is. Like the whole aiming thing is a lot easier when it comes to like sniping and shotgunning. I find it a lot easier than on console. This is why I'm able to snipe more. But when it comes to building, my fat fingers, I just can't do it, man. I just can't build. It's hard. It's tough. It really is. But I just gotta keep going. Gotta keep practicing. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna be getting the PC pretty soon, so I will be, you know, streaming in higher quality on Twitch. If you guys haven't moved to Twitch, I gotta plug it in. Twitch. A lot of you guys are like, why aren't you streaming on YouTube, Alex? No, we're gonna be streaming on Twitch every day. We've been streaming on Twitch, guys, so please go watch on Twitch. You're missing a lot of the high action kill games. No, I'm joking. I get like 3 kills a game. Anyways. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate it if you guys left a comment and a like to support the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.